List of practicals. Physics Practical List Examination 2024 SSC II Class 10. Mastering Physics. A Guide to SSC II Class 10 Practical Examination 2024. 1. Measuring the area and volume of a solid cylinder. Using vernier calipers, students will measure the diameter, length, and volume of a solid cylinder, enhancing their precision in measurements. 2. Determining thickness with screw gauge. Students will measure the thickness of a metal strip or wire using a screw gauge, emphasizing the importance of accurate measurements in physics experiments. 3. Analyzing acceleration with graphs. By plotting a graph between distance and time squared, students will determine the acceleration of a ball rolling down an angle iron, reinforcing graphing skills and kinematic concepts. 4. Exploring free fall method to find g. Through free fall experiments, students will calculate the acceleration due to gravity g, providing a practical demonstration of gravitational principles. 5. Studying frictional forces. By measuring the force of limiting friction on a roller, students will grasp the concept of friction and its role in motion. 6. Verifying principles of moments. Using a meter rod balanced on a wedge, students will validate the principle of moments, reinforcing understanding of equilibrium and torque. 7. Investigating elasticity with springs. Students will draw graphs to study the relationship between load and extension of a helical spring, illustrating Hooke's law and elasticity concepts. 8. Experimenting with thermodynamics. By observing temperature changes during phase transitions, students will draw temperature time graphs, elucidating the principles of heat transfer and phase changes. 9. Analyzing pendulum motion. Through experiments with simple pendulums, students will investigate the factors affecting period and verify the independence of mass and amplitude. 10. Exploring optics. Students will perform experiments with lenses, prisms, and mirrors to understand the laws of reflection and refraction, and to measure critical angles and deviations. 11. Investigating electrical circuits. From verifying Ohm's law to studying resistors in series and parallel circuits, students will delve into the fundamentals of electricity and circuitry. 12. Exploring magnetism. Through experiments with bar magnets and current-carrying coils, students will trace magnetic field lines and understand magnetic properties. 13. Understanding logic gates. Students will construct and analyze logic gates, including OR and NOT, NOR, and NAND gates, demonstrating the principles of digital logic and circuit design. 14. Determining refractive index. Using a concave mirror in water, students will find the refractive index of water, showcasing their understanding of optics and light behavior. 15. Measuring critical angle. By employing a semicircular glass slab and a light ray box or prism, students will determine the critical angle of glass, illustrating total internal reflection phenomena.